Hey, hi everybody. Oh, let me get rid of this banner. There we go. Hey everybody. Good to see ya. Well, okay. So, I guess the notices probably just went up. I'm actually seeing things, seeing what I want to see. Hey everyone. Hey y'all. Says I got two eyeballs looking. Hi, two eyeballs looking and lurking. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Always never always have a hard time with starting what to say, you know. First of all, if you're my subscriber and you're here, thank you for coming back. Hey, Spliffy! Good to see you. Ah. If you're my subscriber, welcome back. Uh, if you're new here, we just come here and have fun. Uh, don't have a lot of rules, except no politics. I read cards for people. Short read. You can have one or two or three, or depends on the question you want me to read on. Yeah, we just come here for fun, conversation, support, camaraderie, that kind of stuff. So I'm using two different decks today. Hey, Crystal! Hi! Oh, thank you, darling. You like my fedora? I'm using two decks, different decks today for cards. And StreamYard has made it so nice and easy now. When you guys want a card, I can mark it in the comments now. It even changes the color of your question. And then I can highlight the question down there. I'm getting smart. Oh, anyway. Yeah. The decks that I am using is the lovely Oracle deck by Lilac Lantern Tarot, our lovely Andrea. I have been using these for my dailies this week. I just got them. Oh my goodness, they're fun. They're so intuitive. They just have like a little sentence on them to get you started, and then your thoughts will just take you where you need to go. I'm finally ready to ask for help. Like this one. Oh, got holes in them flowers. New green screen too. This is gonna be interesting. Anyway, certain colors. Weird how it's picking up yellow because it's doing it in my shirt too. Uh, anyway, no regrets. The other deck I have is one make you guys laugh. Hi, Janet P. Good to see you. The other one I think I know Janet's really familiar with. This one's fun. So, yeah, halfway through the week and information coming out week. So I thought today we could use some laughter with the Rebel deck. So, yeah. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. It started out cold and rainy here, and right at the moment it's sunny. And I'm sure it's not real warm out there. I'm not going out there to figure it out. I was out there earlier. The mouse saga continues. Only today it grew. It went from being the little subterranean burrowing mice to regular old field mice. Mouse, sorry. A field mice. I has a master's degree. Anyway. Yeah. Ooh, rain and then followed by snow. Good that it's not snow then followed by rain, freezing rain. Yeah. So I caught it, but I found out how they're getting in. I have a pocket door on the room that they're headed for. And at the top of the pocket door where where the rails are, there's a space big enough I can put my fist in above that door. I have, to prevent any light leaks, I have a blackout curtain hanging over the front of that door. Well, the little mice just kind of climb up between the wall and the curtain up to that big old space. Then they can drop down onto the sink and on down in. I stuffed that space with steel wool. Don't think they're coming in. We'll see. I've been saying that for a month now. And every day, well, almost every day, pretty close to it, I have another one in a live trap and go, let it go. And they're different ones every time because they're marked differently. I'm about ready to put a little dabble of fingernail polish or something on their heads. Because some of them are the little normal little fawn color of my hat, fawn colors. So those guys are kind of hard to tell apart, except I've had two of them that are really small with a really pointed nose. And then now this guy. This guy was a pretty good size one. And it was terrified. Oh man, was it scared in that trap. Wow. Yeah. So I don't think that one will come back in. I think I made its heartbeat. Although, hunger, which shouldn't be a problem here. Got lots of seeds and stuff. I get free Cheerios often, and I'm not really fond of them. I don't like the preservatives and stuff that's in Cheerios. And so that's not good. I don't like the preservatives for them for me, but I'll put them out in a feeder for squirrels and rabbits and birds and no mice. I did that all last year. Didn't have a mouse anywhere in my house. Not a problem. Didn't do it this fall. Guess what comes in when it turns cold? Stony Baker MD. How are you, sir? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Would somebody like a card? I'm sitting here shuffling and shuffling. I do this though. I sit watch TV at night and shuffle. It's calming. And then I wonder why my hand gets sore. But you notice, it's whoa, it's just this kind of shuffling, not the Vegas style. It's the Vegas style that kills my hands. You do that? Stony, like a card? Cool. Would you like a rebel card, Stony? Let's get you a rebel card, Stony Baker. Are you ready for these? Let's see. Take a fucking trip. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. I know you're wanting to go. Oh, I know you're wanting to go down and see Bingus, right? Well, this card's telling you to do it. Take a fucking trip. I love these cards. They're fun. Do shrooms. Hey, well, yeah, you can stay home and do that. Definitely do that. Oh, oh, you probably got some good ones popping up right about now. After all the snow you had, the fields. Oh, the cow pies ought to be loaded. Oh, did I just give away a secret? What I used to do? Eugene, Oregon is famous for what you can find out in the pastures around the cow pies. You find these fairy circles of liberty caps. Spliffy wants the card. I suppose you definitely will need a rebel card. That's you, Mr. Hurricane Spliffy Man. Yeah, liberty caps are fun, but they look like shiitake mushrooms, but they don't act like shiitakes. Oh yeah, I used to hang with them Eugene hippies. Where do you think, I've told you stories about uh my friend that had the hashish from Afghanistan. He was from Eugene. God, that was a long time ago. Rebel. Rebel, rebel, you've torn your dress. Boy. I love it. Okay. Get some fucking sleep. You're being an ass because you're fucking tired. Face to pillow now. To a man who has issues with day and night. I love it. That's good. Oh my goodness. Rebel, rebel, your face is a mess. Hey, I was just listening to music and I'm like looking for copyright free stuff that I can have going in the background. Not my style. I mean, I can live with it. Some of the jazz stuff is fine, but the not into some of the pop. Ooh, what's this one? These cards are so funny. Oh, where'd you go? See, it's not gonna let. Oh, there it is. This one the answer got my attention. Aw, you need a big hug. You need a big fucking hug. Squeeze. Oh, see, they're all not all that obnoxious. Have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. Okay, I digress. Oh my goodness. I knew these cards would be fun because I've had some of them for me. Oh my gosh. And they're usually really right on. Oh my. Yes. Topped the plant yesterday. Tapped my pregnant hooker. So now, today she went like this. So we're going to get more branches. It's already branching like crazy. So it's going to be a really nice, bushy girl. You know, makes you feel good when a shaman tells you in the comments, now that's what I call a green thumb. Go, go, prego. I can't wait to see. We got 3 more weeks, 5 weeks where we're at right now. So 5 weeks veg. 3 more weeks veg, and then I can, hey, the mice haven't affected it at all. And they've made tunnels in that pot all the way to the to the very bottom. When I water, I've been only watering once a week. I water with 2 quarts of the tea that I make now because I can't have dried rice and stuff in the soil. I make a tea with it now. Um, and then yeah, some of the best stuff I've ever smoked. Good stuff. The and then I water right after, follow right after that with 2 quarts of water. Oh, I put molasses in the first quart of the God. Hello, brain plug-in. Trying to read the chat and talk to you doesn't work. Anyway, I put molasses in the first quart of water. And then I put in the next, first quart of the tea. Then I put in another quart of the tea. Then I put in 2 quarts of just plain water. So that just flushes it all the way down. And yeah, the whole idea of following it up with, I'm watering every 5 to 7 days, like that. And it's to partly also to flush out the mice living in there. That's why I follow up with all the, that's a gallon of water I water with every day. That plant doesn't need a gallon of water. Not every day. Every water water with a gallon. But I'm not watering but like once a week. So cherry train haze and ghost train haze. Cherry gasm. I still got to try a cherry god. Yeah, Spliffy, you're gonna have fun with the Shiroi. I mean the tree. Shiroi. Big plant, dude. Get ready. That's why we were laughing and calling it a tree Roy, not a she Roy. Really? But see, you use a gallon every 2 days in 7-gallon pots. At 4 weeks veg or 5 weeks veg, Tony? Because the plant's only about that tall. Whoops, you might want to see the bottom hand I'm measuring from. Hello. It's stocky. It just went out the sides. Yeah. It is a tree Roy, though. Okay. In flower. Yeah. Yeah. I also add other stuff when I flip to flower, and I water a lot more often. Not a lot. I wait till the plant tells me to water. Harley taught me that one. Thank you, Harley grower. Um, he told me don't water till the plant gets droopy looking like she's sick. And that's what I've been doing. Works. Yeah, she does. As a matter of fact, I was trying to think. Yes, I did. Um, I put a scrognet. One and only time I've ever used a scrognet. Hey, Moss. Good to see ya. Yeah, I don't like scrogging because I'm a I'm a houseplant girl. When you have a houseplant and it's all growing one direction, you turn it so that it'll grow towards the sun. So I just, if it leans one way or the other too much, I don't like it and I want it more up and down, I'll turn the plant. Well, you can't do that in a scrog. So I have mesquites out here like crazy. And so I just use mesquite branches and then I will wrap like twine or whatever around the outside. I mainly use the pipe cleaners, like the 16-inch long, the big long pipe cleaners to support and train. So it's easy. It's cheap. I think I paid $3 for 2 bundles of 50 of those pipe cleaners. Yeah, they are sun worshipers. That's another thing. I thought, well, since this mouse likes to live in the ground and it's only coming in at night, it must be a nocturnal mouse, right? So instead of doing 18 and 6 lights, I'm on 24/7. My lights are on all the time, day and night. You know how lazy that's made me? I can go in there and check and look anytime I want to. Don't have to worry about whether the plant's asleep or awake. That's Mr. Spliffy's secret. And I got feeder leaves the size of my hand. So, yeah. Of course, I'll do the 12-12 when I flip. But yeah, all of a sudden, it's just like this short, stocky plant with the. I mean, I topped it yesterday, and it was just starting to produce the eighth node. I kind of ate the eighth node, so those nodes are tight. They're tight. So, what does it do in stretch, Stony? Yeah, well, Harley recommended electric mousetrap, and I'm thinking about it. I have 4 mousetraps going in there. That room the room 22 inches by 33 inches, and I have 6 live mousetraps in there. Okay? Hey, I'm making sure I'm gonna catch them. If you're in there, you're not gonna get away from me. I'll eventually catch you in one of those traps. Uh, see, I can't. I'm one of those girls. You can take me hunting, but let don't make me shoot the animal. I can cook it, I'll clean it, I'll skin it. All that stuff doesn't bother me. Now you take me fishing, I'll bait my own hook. I will kill a fish. I mean, you kill catfish, will stay alive for hours outside of the water. So you literally we used to take a great big nail with us when we go catfishing right in their head because they practically walk on land. Well, it's not a tent, Masshole. That's the problem. It's a room. So it's really hard to block everything, every possible little dang crack. Like I was just telling these guys, I have a pocket door on the front of it. Well, of course, up at the top of the pocket door where the runner is, there's all this space. Well, that's there. I also have a blackout curtain over the front of the pocket door to eliminate light leaks. So they're climbing up the wall between the pocket door and the curtain and all the way up to the top and getting in that big space, dropping down on the sink because it's a bathroom. It's a bathroom I don't use anymore. So they're landing on the bathroom vanity and on down onto the plants. And but today I put my hand up there. I could almost put my whole fist in there. I was like, oh my God. Of course that's how they're getting in there. Used almost a whole roll of steel wool. I lined the whole door jamb from the floor up to the top with steel wool. this morning. What bait? Oh, the same thing they're going for in the plant. Rice, brown rice. Hydrochloric acid. The only problem is I don't have any hydrochloric acid. That'd be kind of hard to do. Oh, yes, Stony. You don't have to like correct your spelling. Remember, YouTube can't get us in trouble for misspelling. And dude, we read Spliffy. Or we read Spliffy too. Yeah, we read Stony. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, yeah, I tried peanut butter. They're not interested. Because my father used to use decon. Oh, that stuff's horrible. He used to use decon for them, and he would put rub peanut butter on the box. Well, the mice was like, "Hey, yeah, we got a wheat party here, wheat and peanut party." It worked every time. Reason I say it's horrible stuff. I used to be a veterinary assistant. I've seen what happens to dogs and cats that eat those mice that get into the decon. Or the dog that gets into the peanut butter, licking the peanut butter off the decon box. It it's warfarin. Warfarin is Coumadin. They give that to people as a blood thinner. It's rat poison. It totally dissolves your platelets. Your blood won't clot, and they bleed to death out of every orifice. Out of their tear ducts. I had one in my mobile home up in Oregon one time. My dad had put a bunch of decon underneath it, and this thing came up in my mobile home and was dying. He was literally bouncing off the walls down the hallway, squeaking. I was like, "Oh my god, I'll never use that stuff. Never give it." It's all right if you got to kill him. Make sure it's something quick. You know, I don't like to see anything or anyone suffer. That's just not me. I know they're weird. The other thing is peppermint. I have cotton balls, wet cotton balls of peppermint oil around the door and stuff. They don't care. They don't care. Mint don't stop them. They're wanting that damn rice. See, in my soil, the last two grows, I've put dried rice and rolled oats in my soil mix. And as it breaks down those carbs, just the microbes love it. Well, apparently, so do the mice. So it was all right all summer because mice have plenty of stuff to eat outside. You see, it's turned cold. I know I'm in Arizona and it's not really you guys is kind of cold, but for the critters and me, it's cold. For Arizona critters, we eat cold. Caught one and served it like John McEnroe with a tennis racket. Oh my goodness. Well, my next door neighbor has three little chihuahuas. And according to our friend Mossel says, my problem is I have cats. I need a small dog because a small dog will kill the mice. Where a cat, one mouse will play with one mouse for hours while the rest of the mice are having a party. And I kind of like that philosophy because it's true. You ever watch a cat hunting, try to kill something? Birds, 50 degrees out. Well, it is. When your blood is as thin as mine is, because in the summer it's 110, 50 degrees is fucking cold, dude. It might as well be 20 below. My cats go, "Oh, what's that?" The hunter cat is afraid of it. And Willie, my big boy, He looks at it like, yeah, that's my trophy. I don't have to do anything with it. He'll just lay with the trap. And as long as the mouse doesn't move, he won't move. It's like standoff. So I have useless cats. They're bottle fed kitties. They were found underneath the bush out in the desert, abandoned, mud caked in their faces as little teeny tiny kittens. So they didn't have a mama to teach them how to hunt. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And Willow's like, what do you want me to do? I can't let that thing go. What do you want me to do? It's like, eat it. Don't let it go. You might try eating it. But then that's one sure way for your cats to get worms. Have a hawk in every room? Almost do. Found out earlier this week. You know how I was telling you out through the window here that, there's hawks that fly through. Well, I found out why and what they are. It is a Harris hawk for sure. It is a pair. The city is studying them, and they live across the alley. In the yard across the alley from me is a really tall Aleppo pine tree. They have a nest up there, and that's where they're living. So it's no wonder they hang out over here in my dead trees because my dead trees are the next tallest ones. So yeah, this guy was here with his binoculars and he had a surveyor's thing and he was watching them. He was standing in the yard across the street watching one that was in my tree the other day. Wow. Yeah. My neighbor, Stony, my cat got attacked by an owl, left talon marks on its back. Yeah, we've got peregrine falcons here too, as a matter of fact, in the buildings in the city downtown. The Bank of America building is 23 or 24 stories high. Has a big B and the B and the A for Bank of America up on the side at the very top of the building. The two floors at the top of the building is a law firm. In the B and the A are peregrine falcon nests. They've been there for 30 years, ever since I can remember. I've been here since 1985. So, and the ladies in the law firm freak out every spring when there's baby falcons in the letters up above because they catch the pigeons that are in the park below, take them up, rip them apart, and feed them to the babies, and all the feathers and stuff run down the windows. And those ladies in the law firms can't handle it. They don't like it. So they're like trying to call a fishing game. You got to move them. You got to move them. It's against federal law. Peregrine falcons. Yeah. It's the fastest winged animal. And they're protected. And so there's nothing anybody can do. They've been nesting for generations in those 2 letters right there. It's so funny because I used to have a friend that worked for the, company, the property management company. Yeah, there's nothing any of the literally, you call game and fish about it, and they laugh at you because 'cause they're like, "Can't do nothing." Oh, they love pigeons. Yeah. We have kestrels also, which are the little tiny falcons. They're little guys. They're neat, but they live on things like mice. You're talking about your cat with the owl. My next door neighbor over here with the 3 chihuahuas now, she used to have 12 cats. And we used to have, well, we still have these great horned owls hanging out in my trees. And I kept telling her, those owls are going to get one of your cats. And she's like, Owl can't pick up one of my cats. My cat owls aren't that big. I'm like, okie dokie. A great horned owl has a wingspan of nearly 6 feet from tip to tip. And there you go, Stony. One tried to get one of your cats. Probably was a juvenile, because if it wasn't, it would have been successful. That talon just, that's all it takes to go through that spinal cord. And cat's gone. That's it. So, yeah. And I kept telling her, kept telling her. It happened finally. She found her cat, and all she found was his head. She thought it was a coyote, and I told her, no, that was an owl. Because all the rest of it was gone. Just the head. The coyotes usually eat most of it. We have a lot of those. Urban coyotes, like in Los Angeles. They're a pain in the butt. I don't worry about them because my cats don't go outside. So they're not hard on the wildlife. They don't get diseases from the wildlife, and they don't fight with other cats. They don't get hit by cars, and they don't get attacked by coyotes and owls and other stuff. So they're lazy anyway. All they do is lay around and sleep. Don't even act like they're interested in outside. Obviously, all they do is lay around and sleep. They don't even hunt mice. They don't even go in that room. They've never acted like they were even interested in my grow room. I have, when I first started doing live streams, I had a plant in a really small pot. And I brought it out here to show in my live stream. Willow ate a bunch of leaves off of it. So I learned really quick. Don't make a big deal about the plants because he'll give it a haircut in a hurry. Yeah, rabbits. I have lots of cottontails. Lots of them. Not as many as last year. Last year, they got a virus that made them, it was an upper respiratory virus that made them bleed out of their mouth and noses and killed killed a lot of rabbits, which was interesting because we had all that rain, which made, you have a lot of rain, you get a lot of prey animals. That's why I have a lot of mice. Because we in Arizona have been getting a lot of rain. I don't understand. Here's my. Here you go. Want to see? I'm gonna scare you guys. Watch this. Oh no! It's gonna spill. That cool? It's amethyst, rose quartz, and clear quartz in the water. It has well, different crystals and stuff have different charges. So that helps purify the water. Let me tell you, the water out of this thing tastes so good. I use my zero water. Like, I bought the zero water thing for my plants. But, that water is so good that I drink it too. So do the cats. But I put that zero water in here, and it tastes better in here than it does in any other glass I have. And it's got to be because the crystals in the bottom. It's the only thing that's different. Yeah, it's a friend of mine has an Amazon Marketplace store. She's just starting it, and it comes with a neoprene sleeve so that you can keep your beverages hot or cold. And it's heavy glass. That's not plastic. So yeah, it's nice. I'm really enjoying it. Her marketplace is goodies galore for you. So actually, I think I'll type that in here. There we go. Yeah, she's good putting other stuff in there too. She's neat. All these creative people. It's fun to watch these people that, they're doing okay. Watch all these people that are doing entrepreneurial things. I know a couple people that just decided their job was too stressful and that's it. And they're doing YouTube free time, full time. I'm going, okay, YouTube full time. I love you. Good luck. I wish you all the best. Oh, Cat Shepherd. Hey, girl. How are ya? Good to see you, my lady. Are you having a good Wednesday? We're sitting here talking about coyotes and hawks and peregrine falcons and you know me and my wildlife, right? Huh? Good to see you. Yeah, I finally got a green screen. Now I got to figure it. Now you got to like plan your attire. I didn't think about that. So I put on my Hotel California t-shirt, but it disappears. Kind of disappears in the green screen. Oh, yes. Huh. You've been waiting 2 years, a year? When did you order that thing? I don't mean that to sound negative. It just seems like you've been waiting forever. Huh, I know a guy that has a Tesla 3. That's a cool car. Nice car. Silent. I love it. It's like he's the guy that used to deliver from the oh, thank you. Used to deliver from the dispensary. And you'd never hear him pull up. I'd be sitting in the carport waiting for him. And then all of a sudden I'd look up and he'd be standing there. I'm like, dude, your car. It's too quiet. I can't hear it. Good. Some of the newer ones said that what they were having some problems with some of them, as I recall. He recalled some of them. Mr. Musk, but I don't know, you know, which one was it? Tesla almost came to Tucson when he first when he first got his government subsidy to start making the cars and doing the big solar panel uh batteries. Tucson really tried to get them here, but they ended up going to Reno, Nevada instead. And then now Texas. So he should have several plants. Um, but I guess it's kind of hard to macromanage them all. No shit. I mean, look how long we've all been waiting to do something like going out and going to Walt Disney World. And it's not like that you didn't have that order in like way ahead of time. Yeah. Yeah, I'd get a used one too. Yeah, I thought there was a big recall. Model X 75D. Cool. Ooh. Are you gonna like I wanna see pictures. I wanna see pictures. I wish I had a community page. I'll get there. One of these days, I'll have 1,000 subscribers and I'll have a community page where I can, like, you can email me though. My email's in my about page. If you got to click on the little box that says for business email, click on the little box and it'll show you nightbloomsdesign at gmail.com. Hi, Faye. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. Night Blooms Design is my parent company. That's my what I paint under and do all that. So, oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, I don't, I've never even tried to see if I could on. I have a Kindle, so I never tried to see what I could. Amazon, it's kind of interesting. This is my second Kindle. The first one was better than this one. I had the very first model, and I should have hung on onto it, but I had a little friend that had reading issues, and to encourage her in the love of stories and books and reading, I gave her my used Kindle when I my other Kindle when I got this one. And she uses the crap out of it. And now she's going to college studying to be a counselor. I'm so proud of her. So, yeah, really cool. I used to watch all my YouTube on my TV because you could set it up in a queue and it just one thing would play right after another. It'd play all night long. I'd have 50 things in there set in the queue and not realize it. 'Cause, ooh, that looks good. That looks good. Oh, I want to see that. No, no. That next thing you know, it's playing all night long, and you wake up all oh, bleary-eyed on the sofa. So I quit watching YouTube on my TV. Now I either have to hold it and watch it on my cell phone, on my Kindle, or on my laptop because I used to be on Facebook, not anymore. I'm on Instagram. Uh, Facebook doesn't like me too much. I s- Today in my card of the day on Instagram, I pretty basically stepped into my activist. Debbie inspired me. Debbie Freeberg Spirit inspired me yesterday. Get off the damn couch, Katie, and step back into your activist mode. So here I am in activist mode. Uh, Not reading on politics, but uh Facebook kicked me off twice for my highly vocal support of Standing Rock. It's the only thing I posted on Facebook for 2 years was stuff about Standing Rock because mainstream media wasn't. So that got me kicked off Facebook for 90 days twice. So this time around, when I started hearing all this scuttlebutt about, and I'm seeing people getting murdered on Facebook and all the stuff that they should be not putting out for anyone. A child can see that accidentally. Come on. Where's your brains? Um, so, oh, good. Yes, I'm under Katie Moonchild's world. Yeah, and it's the same icon and everything. Yeah, I do a card of the day every day, 365 days a year. Yeah. Plus other stuff. I pictures of my marijuana plants, and you want to find out who Katie Moonchild is, go to Instagram. um, yeah. Uh, I was just thinking. Oh, yeah. iPads. Let me tell you, iPads and StreamYard. Don't don't even try. I was just trying to think of another. Go to meeting in StreamYard. I mean, go to meeting in Apple. Um, I think Apple really only wants to I don't know how they are with Zoom. They kind of had to open up somehow. They just didn't want to work with any of these streaming deals. They don't like letting go of their code. Like it's so damn precious. Like some hacker hasn't already figured it out. Okay, cool. Hey, Crystal. Yes, I yeah, definitely have a lot of fun on Instagram. I've been on Instagram, I think, 2 years now. I started it just to put have a place to put pictures of all the diamond paintings that I was doing. I didn't really intend for anybody else to see stuff on there but me. And Carol Love Community found me. And Renee was like, I would really like to copy send me your stuff, but I can't. You got it set so tight. Because I was like, mm-mm. Oh, cool. Thanks, Kat. I love it. I'll follow you back. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. I I yeah, I'm using Andrea's cards this week for my dailies. Uh Spirit tells me what card to use, what deck to use for the week, and it's interesting because the one I'm being told to use for next week is controversial. It's one of my favorite decks though. So, and that's the Deviant Moon. It's kind of apropos for as things build. Um for those of you that have not seen the Deviant Moon, if you see Jordan, tell him high school's over. Fuck you, Jordan. Sorry, guys. That's an inside joke between Stony and I. Cool. Well, that's fine. I'm there. You can message me there. We can chit chat all you want there. Okay. The Deviant Moon card. Oh, maybe I better not show that one. It has nipples. Deviant Moon cards are just like how they sound. They're kind of spooky. Yeah. Oop, creepy. That's the Page of Pentacles. Ah! Whoa! I just grabbed. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. So these are tarot, not oracle, of course. I like this card. Whoop, whoop. Back over here. The sun card. So yeah, usually when I use these, they're controversial. People either like them or they hate them. Spirit wants me to use them, so barf. Hey, Krista. Jordan makes me freaking sick. He does me too. Oh, here we go. Oh, well, this has got nipples, but her nipples are weird. She's got three. The Empress. Is that my pregnant hooker, Stony? Oh, there's your tower card. So yeah, these are next week's. Even sweet one's creepy. Whoop, the Ace of Wands. Come back. Get Here we go. Ace of Wands. And of course that everything that's green is not gonna show. So I have to get used to the green screen. I have a whole bunch of backgrounds that I downloaded. Um like this one, which is kind of a trip. This one. This one makes me homesick for Oregon and Washington. And this one. What's that? Oh my goodness. Have to duck so you can see them. This one's kind of fun because it's a portal. And here we are. My home. I'm covering up the cactus. This is the one I'm supposed to be using for the background because it's the thumbnail. I've actually painted this one. This is a photograph of one that I of a painting, Grand Canyon that I've done. I'll have to get. You know what? Would you guys like to see my paintings next week? I'll get them all out and show them to you. Might as well. I like that one too. Japanese god. I like the fog. The fog. You don't get that much here. So anyway, yeah. I let's go back to the black one. Or no, let's do the purple one. Purple works. Does look like Washington, huh? The one with the rhododendrons. Yeah. Looks like Brookings, Oregon, or Brookings, Oregon, yeah, too. They have a festival, azaleas and rhodies. They have a big azalea parade and queen and all that stuff. Okay, I will show my paintings. It's been a while. I need to start painting again. But if I do that, you won't see me on YouTube. Because when I'm involved in a painting, I have one of a little Navajo girl that, hey, Debsy. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? That's what I was thinking too. It's actually a background from my website, from my website that's not live right now. It's my writer for my scripts. It's one of the backgrounds. Um, you have a rhodey fest. I love rhododendrons and azaleas. They smell so good and they're so pretty. Cool. How the heck am I? That's awesome. I'm doing great. You want a card, Deb? Guess what deck I got? I have these two today. Is what I'm drawing cards from. So speaking of Andrea, yeah, pencil sketches. Pencil. Oh man, someone who can draw like that. I do pastels, chalks, acrylics, oil paints, colored pencil, watercolored pencil. Watercolor, I don't really care for watercolor. You don't have a lot of control. But if you're trying to do something like an abstract, watercolor is fun. Um, and scratch board. That's something I can show you that's really different. It's you take a piece of masonite and they put real fine, fine, fine chalk, white chalk. And they put a black tempera paint over the top of that. And then you etch your design in. And then you go back with India inks to put in your color and your depth. And oh man, is it fun? It's like sitting in grade school getting permission to etch your name in your darn desk. That's exactly how it feels when you're doing it. It's like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. And it's so much fun. And they turn out so pretty. You ask for a card, you get one. Yes, they are cool. They're fun. It's a lot of fun. You got to think in the reverse, though, which makes it tricky because the first thing you're putting in is the out. If you're going to do like a cartoony thing, then you're going to put in the black outlines first, and then you're going to build backwards from that. So it's like trying to paint reverse on glass. It's kind of fun. Oh, thank you, my fedora. Didn't feel like doing my hair today. Put on a wig and you do best Bob Ross, Katie. Hey, that's how I started. My father was an oil painter, and I always admired what he could do. And then I saw Bob Ross and went, oh, and then I went to the art store, arts and crafts store, and they had these kits that he had put out with all the paint, the brushes, and everything. I was like, oh, goody, here we go. And I found an old ladder and everything to beat my brushes on. So you can draw fire. Hey, you know what? Fire is something I've been wanting to learn how to do on fingernails because I do nails. Not today, but I took them off. Well, it's because three of them popped off. Um, an afro wig. There you go. Why not the rainbow afro wig? You know, the great big. Oh, I'd love to have your bucket head, KFC bucket head. Oh, Splitty and Stony, you guys. What would I do without you two? You keep me laughing. Definitely. Yeah, bucket head sounds fun. The only other hats that I have are really like caps, trucker caps. I don't care for the flat brim. I like the truckers cap, style cap, baseball cap, not the rapper's hat. I'm trying to think of the word. Sorry, fibromyalgia. I get these little brain farts once in a while. And the word is there, but it just won't come out my mouth. Hi, Sonia. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Wahoo. Yes. Hello, hello, lovely lady. Look what I've got, my dear, that I'm drinking out of today. I've been talking to EQ about it. She's like, what else? You got some ideas for me more for my market advice? She's so cute. I love her. But like Debbie Freeberg Spirit said the other day, the water it tastes different out of this. It's better. It is so much better. Yeah. So, yes. You know, everybody, Sonia Rain Lee is going to be my guest. One of these. We got to figure out a day that we can get everybody together, but she's going to be joining. We're going to be having a fun conversation. And you're bald, your head's always cold. You always have a hat on, unless you're like changing hats. Awesome. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, today I finally got the rebel cards. So today we're just being silly in here. Oh, we've been talking about coyotes and hawks and mice and marijuana and all kinds of stuff. You'll find on my channel it's an interesting conglomeration of people because I have marijuana growers in here combined with my tarot love community and spiritual people. So it's fun. We have a good time in here. But look at the cards that I'm using. I'm loving these things. They're great for my daily cards. They're wonderful. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love hats. They're fun. Well, I used to have this really short haircut. And so when I put on a hat, I was like the whole face. Because you can see my hair is covered up with that. You want a rebel card? Okay, Deb. Yeah, I didn't feel like doing much with my hair today. I need to apologize to you too. To all you guys. Last week, I don't know what happened. Wednesday morning, I got so sick to my stomach. Wow. There was no way I was going to sit here for an hour. No way. Crazy. And it lasted a couple of days. Also, thoughts and prayers for my next door neighbor because he thinks he has a cold, but he was supposed to call his doctor because when he was talking to me, he was having cognitive issues and saying his chest was starting to burn and he was getting a headache. I was like, oh my God, call your doctor. Call your doctor. He was staying like 10 feet away from me just in case. He was being very respectful. I was like, dang, he's 79. So I'm concerned. He's very healthy, 79 now. You want a rebel card too, Sonia? Okay, cool. Okay, Debsy. So I'm asking for thoughts and prayers for him. He's a very good man. He thought it was a cold too. And I'm hoping and praying that's what it is. Not he's very active. He does wear a mask, but he goes out in public everywhere. Every day, all morning. Thank you. Okay, Debsy. Here we go. Debsy, you're giving too many fucks. Give 0. You care too much. Oh, sorry, I don't like doing that. But like, if you've got headphones on, that like shoots out your ears. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Debsy. I love it. Sonia. You want a rebel card, Sonia? Hmm. You're going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Oh my God. That's me too. Wait a minute. Yeah. Gather your. Yeah. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your ass up and handle it. Missing your daughter, huh? Oh, hey. I know. I get that adjustment. Really? I love it. I love it. Oh my God. Stony. I was cleaning my bedroom yesterday. Under my bed, I found a pair of fucks. I immediately flushed them. Oh my goodness. Gone. I like this card. Fuck fear. It will lie to your face. Woo, is that appropriate? Never look under the bed. Don't you know the dust bunnies under the bed have fangs? Haven't you heard? You're not listening to your kitties, dude. Yeah, I thought that card was like, whoa, too true. Little fear lies to you. That's its main purpose. It- Oh, you heard strange noises. Oh, oh. You know, I have a spider up here. I got a daddy long legs up on my ceiling. My ceilings, I have, well, here, I'll show you. Got crystals and stuff on the laptop. But you see, I have rafters in my ceiling. Got this great big daddy long legs right over me. And I thought, ooh, I don't want him dropping on me. First time I saw him, and I was going to kill him. And Spirit went, no. like that really loud. Okay, okay, okay. That's a really big spider now, but apparently it's a familiar. I'm supposed to leave it alone. It never moves. It it unless I blow on it, and then it'll just, like, move a couple legs over, so I know it's alive. It's really, really weird. That and my mouse. I mean, I'm getting all this shamanic critters sending me messages all over the place. I need some help to interpret hawks, great horned owls, uh, mice in my marijuana plant. Um, yeah, spider that's a familiar. I mean, spirit was like, it was like, okay, oh, sorry, I won't kill it. Usually I go get my can of Raid and I was like, no, really loud. I was like, okay, okay, okay. Oh, the only Starbucks I have, my next door neighbor, the one that's sick right now, knows a barista at Starbucks, and that barista gives him their outdated coffee beans. So I have like 8 pounds of coffee beans in my freezer from Starbucks, whole beans. So yeah, I don't won't pay Starbucks prices. That's silly. That's a lot of money for a lot of sugar. You know, I can make really sugary, yummy coffee here at home. I have essential oils and mm, cinnamon, orange essential oil, or tangerine essential oil, a little bit of cocoa in your coffee, with some almond milk. So good on a Sunday when it's cold. So good. I don't drink. I've used to be a 20. Yeah, I have a, I guess it's a 32-ounce French press coffee maker. And I used to go through like one or two of those a day. Now I'm only drinking coffee on Sundays as a treat. So I make it like a dessert. It's really good. My oldest son, who's in the National Guard, is so scared of spiders. Brave man. Oh, hey, they got camel spiders in Afghanistan. That's the giant version of our what we have here in Arizona called the sun spider. Yeah, they're creepy. They, you know how most beetles will have pinchers on their front like this? Those things have four that move independently. But you know what? I love having them around because in Arizona they live on black widows, brown recluse, and scorpion. Those are our deadliest bugs. So when I see a sun spider, I leave them alone, and they only have a lifespan of a couple of weeks. Now, the camel spiders in Afghanistan, they're the same thing, only they're like this big. Yeah, Stony. I squeak like you don't squeak like a girl. You squeal like a girl. I can hear you. Squeaky. Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, and they shoot them too. They're great for target practice. Oh, yeah. Hey, at least they don't have to worry about him anymore. They're not over there. Yeah, they're huge, Stony. They're huge. Like one of those, but they don't won't bite you. That's the thing that's funny. They're yeah, because you hear all the stories of them of the vets, you know, coming back talking about camel spiders and stuff like that, but you don't hear, oh, brown recluse bite, yeah, but the camel spiders, you never heard of a camel spider biting anybody, did you? I don't remember seeing a video or hearing anything about a camel spider biting, bitching anybody. So, brown recluse is, well, first off, brown recluse carries MRSA. So A little teeny they're not a very big spider, we have those here. They're actually my daddy longlegs up there, my familiar, is bigger than a brown recluse. Um, and those things, their bite, if is not treated properly by a doctor, it just gets bigger and 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 bigger, and it just eats a huge hole. They're bad. Hobo spiders. I remember hobo spiders from Oregon. We had one in college, we rented this house, old little bungalow house, and in one of the rooms, we couldn't reach one of the windows. It was way up high. We lived on a hill. You couldn't They had a big spider web in the window, and we couldn't reach the window to get the spider web down. We tried to spray it down with a hose and all that kind of stuff. The big old hobo spider would sit right smack in the middle of that web and cast a shadow. He's in our dining room and cast a shadow across the dining room on the wall. It was great for Halloween, but dang, it was a real live spider on the outside casting a shadow from the street light in our kitchen. I know, from your knee. Wow. My daughter and oldest son went to an animal exhibition and they had a room of spiders. Yeah, I'd almost pee myself too watching my brother scramble to get out of the spider exhibit. Oh man. Well, apparently they weren't the kind of spiders that bite, huh? The black widows, or not, sorry, black widow. The daddy longlegs is supposed to be one of the most poisonous spiders on the face of the earth, but their mouths are too small to do damage to us. So they don't bite us. They can't open their mouth big enough. I think they just don't like how we taste. If they're smart, they don't like how we taste. But yeah, spiders. Hey, I live in tarantula land. You want to talk spiders? Oh, yeah. Kittens, yes. Spiders, no. No. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Kittens. The kittens. I never get enough. You know what? Last night I watched on PBS. They had great performances. The opening, the reopening of Broadway. Now, I'm not a big Broadway musical person. I don't even know why I was even while I was watching it because I like watching Finding Your Roots, and it was on before that. And I just got to watching it, and the more it went on, it lifted me and my vibrations so high to see all these people whose lives had come to a complete halt. Their shows didn't know if Broadway would ever be again, and they're all back, and they're all excited, and I'm seeing hope in a renaissance. And I bawled. I cried and I cried. I'm watching these people sing, they've got Diana the musical, and a lot of I won't the only one that I think I would go see of all the ones that they showed was Wicked, and it's been playing forever. They revamped it. It's all gonna be new. So I was just like, finally, we need to hear more of that kind of stuff. Things that people are doing to creatively move forward now because we've been so stuck. Hey, this is true. Lord of the Rings. Ah, I hear there's a new Lord of the Rings movie or something. I was watching The Damage Report on TYT. John Idarola was talking about it earlier. I wanna see Wicked. Yeah. It was, Adrian from Red Lentil Healing, and I got to, we had a great talk with Allie on Heart and Soul Connected about The Wizard of Oz and the esoteric messages and, oh, all the racial undertones, and it was quite a discussion. You wanna talk about a movie that has been analyzed to shit. The Wizard of Oz! Oh my gosh. But yeah, Wicked. Mm. The other one I've always wanted to see was The Lion King. Lion King actually came to Tucson, and my mom was like, "You wanna go? Go." I was taking care of her at the time. It's like, no, I didn't wanna leave her alone at night, you know? She's in her 90s. I didn't wanna leave her by herself while I go indulge myself in a something I really couldn't afford. But, I used to limit myself like that all the time when I was taking care of her. I took care of her for 11 years. And when she passed away, I realized that, well, only person I'm responsible for is me. And that was a shock. It was a shock. For a minute, I was like, I'm an orphan. Hey, Nikki, good to see you. You go through that, even no matter how old you are, when you lose both your parents, you still feel like you're an orphan. Even if they haven't, like been, they're still your parents, you know? So, oh, cat. See, a lot of people don't realize that there are many more. That story is just getting started in The Wizard of Oz. Just getting started. Hey, Nikki, you want a card? I got some fun ones today. Rebel cards. They can be fun, they can be insulting, but they're a lot of fun. And my birthday is coming up in a couple weeks. My birthday is February 3rd. Actually, Sonia, I was thinking that might be a good day to do our talk. Okay, that one just fell out. Oh, Mossel. Oh, we'll get Nikki first. And Mossel wants a card. Okay. Nikki, don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. Really? February 5th. Hey. I've really been feeling this full moon, you guys. It was a little hard to get going this morning because I have Gemini rising. So this is full moon in Cancer, so it's really affecting me as well. As well. I'm an Aquarius, obviously, with Gemini rising and a Leo moon. So here I am. Oh, cool. Cool. Yes, it's just a matter of figuring out what time because Tony and Tony from Shining Hawk Healing and Sienna Rose from Sienna Rose Metaphysical. It's just a matter of getting all of our schedules to work together. So, your mother was a February 5th? Huh. It is. Okay, Moss. This one just flipped over for you. You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. You're a Gemini. So this full moon should be not kicking your ass too. You feeling kind of tired, Nikki? Because that's what it's doing to me. It's like I feel like I've got like I don't know an extra 10 pounds on me or 15 pounds on me today. It's not just today. It's been actually all weekend. So really, that's cool. So in Vedic and Western astrology, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. I'm an aqua girl. Aqua girl. Oh, you Geminis, look at you. Hey, I get you guys. It's really interesting because my Aquarius, rebel to the bone. And you get the Gemini, and then there's that part of me that, let's have a party. Yeah, let's, real social, real. And then there's that other part of the Gemini that's reclusive, shy. Yeah, I said shy. And yeah, so yeah, my ex-husband. Now there was a fun one. He was born on the cusp between Gemini and Cancer. So he was like living with three people. So our house was interesting because with my Aquarius and Gemini and his Gemini Cancer. I don't know, Maso. I'm not an astrologer, really. I just know a little bit, just a little bit to know, the different characteristics of the different signs and the different sizes of the planets making a difference. Like right now being Mercury and Venus in retrograde. So, like someone said yesterday, so our love and luck is running backwards. Huh. Not exactly, but it's pretty close. Our love and luck is running backwards. Yes. Yeah, Cat would know. It's your husband? Oh, he's a cusp too. Actually, he and I had a lot of fun, but till we didn't. My Capricorn sun. I'm a Capricorn sun, but according to the Vedic system, I'm Sagittarius. Okay. First part of January. My sister-in-law, her birthday was Monday. Martin Luther King Day. Well, if you're really interested in Vedic astrology, there is a lovely Englishman named Hobart. Uh, I'll get the link and get it to you in Instagram also, who does Vedic astrology. And he's fascinating. He's really interesting. Um, and he goes through in great detail different things. So yeah, he's fascinating. And I know, I'm sure Faye and Kat and a lot of these guys know who he is. There's also another astrologer, Andre. He's really good. Very short videos, straight to the point, but he does a lot. He does a lot of there do political stuff. So yes, Cat Shepherd, happy belated birthday. Okay, I'm all in the mood for an Andrea card. I don't know about you guys. I want a lovely oracle card. These cards, I was a little bit surprised when they arrived because they didn't come in a box and it didn't have any paperwork. Came, They came in a plastic bag. And I was like, "Okay." Usually I like to kinda, like, thumb through the book or something that goes with it. I didn't need to. I just started asking questions and answers started popping out. They're so easy. They are gorgeous. Yes, Andre. I love Andre. I'd like to have him on my channel. With my fibromyalgia, my energy level, I have to pace myself. So I can't do a whole lot of live streams because they zap me so much. I love them. It's fun. A couple weeks ago, I did one. And I got off of here, and then I went and joined a dozen cats for me. And then when she was done, I went and joined Indigo, Indigo Chrysalis. So it was like clear up until midnight. I was like on three live, my live stream and two others. I was exhausted the next day. I was hurting the next day. So I realized it was like, okay, this says you can do one live stream every 2 days, but not every day and not more than one a day because it's too draining, the energy. I'm working on healing that though. Hey, compared to what I used to be, you're talking to somebody who was pretty much in bed for a year. I could not wear clothes because the hair on my arms felt like they were nerve endings. I couldn't stand to be touched or hugged. Um, so yeah, I love being on and having a great time, and I obviously am not shy anymore. Um, actually, when I was in high school, though, I was the little wallflower. Please don't notice me, because I was bullied a lot as a kid in school. Not anymore. Um, that's the thing that if I were to go back now to talk to myself as a younger person, what would you say? Number one thing I would say, everybody's opinion of you is bullshit, and it doesn't matter in the scheme of things. So, yeah. Oh, did he really? I didn't watch the Emmett Till one. That particular subject is too upsetting for me. Anytime you get a minor that is murdered, mistreated, or whatever, I can't go there. It really gets it. I can't go there. My empath won't let me. I will cry. I'm like Celtic Sheila. There's no way I could read on the kids at the border or anything like that. I'll cry. Well, when it came out, I hysterically cried. My boyfriend and his mother couldn't figure out what the hell was wrong with me. I was over at their house for dinner. Great way to make an impression on your boyfriend's mom, huh? I kept asking them to please turn off MSNBC and they wouldn't do it. And I sobbed and sobbed and sobbed. They turned the news down. They didn't turn it off, but they turned it down. So after dinner, I left. Yeah, I get too worked up. That's why I say no political questions. I'll read like if I want to if I'm collaborating, like if I'm on your channel, Sonia, or sure, because that's what everybody's doing, and the energy is we're all there as a collective. I don't feel as vulnerable. That's the word I was looking for. I don't feel as vulnerable doing it in a setting like that. But to sit down and do uh, political reads on a videos and that kind of thing, like you guys all like they all do, I have so much respect for them. No, I yeah, I don't. I never used to be like that either. Stuff like that never bothered me. But since COVID, and so many people have died, I am feeling the loss. I'm feeling the loss of their energy. And I think that's what's got me really sensitive. Maybe that's what's got other people super sensitive too, but it's got me some things I just can't go there. Like watching Broadway and crying like a baby because I'm so happy it's a renaissance coming and happening, you know? I normally wouldn't have even watched the Broadway thing, not really into the Tony Awards or any of that. I was more into Oscars. I'm a script writer. I'm into the movies. Uh, but I would love to write a stage play. Oh my, would that be fun? But I definitely have to have somebody else do the music. Yeah. Hey, I was a computer programmer in 1999, Muscle. Need I tell you what my life was like? Actually, I was a computer programmer who was working for Microsoft as a Microsoft technical engineer, customer service, technical support. Bill Gates was going through his antitrust lawsuit. Oh, was that a fun job to have to work for Bill Gates? I was doing Windows 95 and 98 technical support. I had whistles blown in my ear, and just because people would call, pay $35 on their credit card for the technical support call, just so that when the tech support person answered the phone, they could blow a whistle in there and then hang up really quick before the charge would go through. It was interesting. It was really, really interesting. Needless to say, 4 months into doing that, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and I haven't worked since. That was too much stress. That was just too much. Wow. And I'd gone to college. I went back to school to do that. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? So all I could figure out when everybody was saying that the computers couldn't go past 1999, I'd laugh. I'm going, no, that's just a diode that counts down. It counts from 1 to 1,000. It's all it does. And it's a battery. So I was laughing when they're all going, "Oh no, the computers, the world's gonna shut down in Y2K." And I'm going, "But it's just a damn battery." And then it didn't change anything, it didn't even have a hiccup. Yes, like a coach's whistle in your ear. Called the police and talked to police information line about that. That's considered assault because that can rupture your eardrum. One thing Microsoft was very good about, they backed us up. If you got someone that was belligerent or did something like that to you, you push this one button and it would record 5 seconds of the phone call and automatically hang up. We didn't, they don't deal with people that are out to hurt their employees. That's crap. No matter how upset you are, you know, I was raised you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar, darling. You want something from somebody, be nice. Don't be an asshole. Okay. What do we have as a message from the lovely oracle cards? Huh. Oh, I love this card. Goosebumps. You are safe. Everything is going to be okay. See? You don't need any book or anything to go with these cards. They're great. Remind yourself that the cocoon years are over. You are a new, you are new, now a great, big, beautiful butterfly. Wow, that's a positive note. I love that today. You know, I'm thinking that might just be a good note to end on today. You're safe. We're safe. We're being watched and cared for. We are. We're safe. Wow, I love you guys. Thank you. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today with my silliness. My silliness. Ah, I'm glad you did too, Sonia. I can't wait to get you in here and talk. We got some things to talk about, discuss, and yeah. Number one, Baja girlfriend. Hi, Sheila. Good to see you. Oh my goodness, you finally made it in here. Bless your heart. The one day she tries to come and just see my channel, I have it set for 7 days on the subscriber limit. So I'm so sorry. Oh, but it's the first time I'd try that. And I've had a YouTube channel in the past and I had major troll issues in the past. So I kind of let my fears take over. And yeah. So now today I'm a little more reasonable. I set it for 24 hours. My first live stream it was only 5 minutes and I kept getting those, weird trolls that we're getting lately. What the heck is that? They're like ads. They're not even, they're weird. I just don't even bother. I just kick them out and report them. And if I'm not a mod and can't kick them out, I'm reporting them. Just so you guys know, I'm in your channel reporting trolls. So I figure the best way we get rid of them, drive YouTube cuckoo with them. Just here, 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 here. Just let Google know. Listen, stop this. Hey, like I was saying earlier, I stepped into my activist today. I was inspired by Debbie Freeberg yesterday. Get off the dang sofa. It's time to get to work, you guys. We want change. We got to bring it about. And we don't bring it about by whining and complaining and wanting to know who's going to pay for what. Because you know they're going to pay. May not be exactly how we want, but we don't know only half the details. So, and besides that, when you start looking at it as though somebody needs to pay, you're stepping into revenge. And that's a deep, muddy rabbit hole. I love you guys. Oh my gosh. Wow. Ah, yeah, this is a good day. It's a really good day. Started out rainy and cold here, and there's not a cloud in the sky in Tucson, Arizona right now. Beautiful blue clouds, light breeze, blue clouds. Hey! Arizona's special. We have blue clouds. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. I thank you so much. Oh, for coming and spending time with me. And oh, that card is such a beautiful card, Sheila. This I pulled this card. This is from Andrea's, the lovely Oracle deck. And just before you came in, I pulled, "You are safe. Everything is going to be okay. You're over in knee deep in snow." When I lived in Oregon, Crater Lake National Park, that was in the days when the Cascade Mountains got a lot of snow. We could walk out my second story window onto the snowbank. 18 feet of snow. You don't get that there anymore, which is really sad to me. But you guys talking about snow and shoveling snow, and I'm going, and I live in Arizona for a reason. I grew up in 18 feet of snow every winter. No, thank you. We couldn't even have a front yard because the snowplow, had to come right up to the front door. Otherwise, you couldn't get out of the house. Literally buried the first floor. Yeah, a wonderful life as a child growing up in the National Park Service. I I am so happy we have Deb Holland in charge of the Department of Interior for the first time in my life. I feel we got somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. And I'm going to be 64 on the 3rd of February. So, yeah, yeah. I moved to Crater Lake in 1966. There was two other kids in my grade. I went to a one-room school, grades 1 through 6. One teacher for all 6 grades. So we worked at our own pace. You asked the teacher when you had questions because she spent most of her time with the little kids. The little ones need to know how to read and how to write and add and their colors and stuff like that. So the teacher spent most of her time with them. So us older kids, I was in the 3rd grade. Oh, 3rd and 4th grade and 5th grade. Uh, us older kids, kind of had to fend for ourselves. We'd go and we'd look and see what our schedule was on our calendar, what we were supposed to read, and then the assignment that we were supposed to write and turn in. So I got used to that. So homeschooling without being at home, kind of like the Waltons. It was. I tell people that, and they'd look at me and they're like, "Oh, come on! A little house on the prairie. You went to a one-room school." I'm like, "Yeah, I did. Yeah, we had 6 kids in the 6th grade. That was the biggest grade." You haven't been to Crater Lake? That's like Sedona, Cat. I swear. Well, the Klamath Indians, um, they did sacrifices off of Llao Rock into Crater Lake to the spirit in the deep blue hole, is what they call it. Yeah, it's a sacred place. Very an amazing place. And also one of the parks of missing 411s, which is blows my mind. I grew up in that forest, playing in that forest. Those animals were my playmates. People ask me, "Oh, did you ever see Bigfoot?" Well, first of all, moved to Crater Lake in 1966. Patterson Giblin film didn't Gibson, well, Giblin? Well, anyway, the Patty film didn't come out till 1967. And you're so remote up there. that to be able to watch television, my dad had it figured out so that he put an antenna out in the middle of the backyard because the trees were all cleared away. And he had, 2 wires. One was on one side of the antenna, one was on the other side, and they ran them to our dining room window. And you crank out the window, and you pull one wire to get it to turn the antenna one way so that you could watch, I think it was ABC and NBC was one way, and CBS was the other way, and PBS, sometimes on a clear day, you could watch Mister Rogers' Neighborhood on PBS. But we didn't hardly have TV. So, yeah, I played. I was outside playing. So I didn't get to see, I didn't know about Bigfoot. So I wouldn't have known it if I saw it. I would have just thought it was a big, I tell you, black bear? Mm-hmm. Saw lots of those. Terrifying me. Yeah. Had one run by close enough I could have touched it. Some kid was scared it, and we were playing, Tonka trunks and matchbox cars on the side of the house in the dirt. And the kid's mom cranks out the bedroom window. Get in the house, hurry, come on right now through the window. We're like, what? And this bear comes whipping around the corner. The bear never even slowed down. He just kept on running. But she was scared because that bear was going to come around the corner and get us. It's because this other kid had scared it. But yeah, I was terrified of the bear. I used to have nightmares about bear in the springtime when they'd come out of hibernation because thought they were going to come and eat me. So God only known what it would have been like if I saw Bigfoot. I can tell you there's times at night though, like when we would be walking back from the school. The school was in the middle. We lived in a circle, and the school was in the middle of the circle. And we'd be walking back from an community event because we used to, in the summertime they'd play movies, old movies and stuff. We'd make popcorn and in the community center, which was downstairs in the school. And we'd be walking home, and I can remember feeling like something was watching, but I was never scared because my daddy was with me. My dad was there. But yeah, I never liked going outside at night. I was a Girl Scout. And then we camped outside behind the house, mind you, in the yard. It's not really a yard because you're in the national forest. Sleeping in sleeping bags under the stars, no tent. Listening to things splashing around in the creek that was probably 50 feet away. I laid there all night long and watched the stars going across the sky. I was so scared. Oh, Sonia, thank you for coming. Oh, I hope you having a wonderful, amazing day. I know Wednesdays are your crazy busy day, and you got a live stream coming up. You got a deal coming up pretty soon too, because I will see you. I will be there. I promise. Yes, you get me started talking about Crater Lake, and I'll go on for hours because that was a very magical place to live as a child. Um, Set me on my shamanic road. It set me in tune with Gaia. Um, I learned my gifts of the connections that I have with trees and plants. And I mean, I can't be anywhere near a tree being cut down because I literally hear it scream. I can't. I try to go away when they come to trim trees because I hear the trees cry because you're cutting off their arms. And I have these mice in my grow room that people are telling me I need to kill, and I can't do it. It's not worth it. That plant growing in there is not worth the life of that little mouse. So, hello. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by and being here. And I agree with you, Sheila. I love the snow. I love the sound of snow. Think about that for a minute. the sound of snow. I mean, it's nighttime and it's snowing, everyone's in their homes. The quiet is deafening, and it's one of my favorite sounds. And here we are at 2 hours. So thank you guys. Well, hour and 55. Thanks, you guys. Love you. Be kind to one another, but most of all, be kind to yourself. Get off the sofa. We got work to do. We want a better world. I love you. See ya. Oh, Saturday Solutions, 1 o'clock uh Mountain Time. So I guess that's 12 Pacific. And we'll see you next week. Right here. Noon Mountain Time, 2 o'clock Eastern. See you later. Love you guys. Bye bye.